Namaskar. This is Satish speaks on global trade and geopolitics, powered by Navatais, an international trade and engagement platform. Today, I'm going to talk about our Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Croatia. After this three country visit, there was a lot of activities. In my previous video, I did discuss about activities that happened in Cyprus, and then from there he went to Canada for the G7 event, and then from there Prime Minister Narendra Modi and our MEA Sri Jaishankar, they came to Croatia. Right now, I would like to have a discussion. I would like to talk about why Croatia, what are the opportunities about that Croatia, and what are the things that we do. So today in this video, I'm going to cover a few things about Croatia as a country, economy, and so many things, so that understand, get an understand about what is this country all about. Then I will also talk about a little bit of Croatia's geopolitics and its presence in the EU and Eastern European region as well. And finally, we'll also look at what is the trade opportunity that's happening between India and Croatia, and what are the opportunities that we can also work with. I will also talk about what all discussions happened between our Prime Minister Narendra Modi and their Prime Minister and President of Croatia. Okay. For that, I'm going to go back to our the Navatais platform. Again, I would like to tell you that Navatais is an international trade platform which is here to support anybody who wants to start their export activities or import activities, and we facilitate with everything. We provide a variety of list of services, something that you can see in this here over there, and then where we talk about all the things related to export information, preparation documentation, marketing service, sourcing service, consignment logistics services, any problem related activities related to export import activities, and anything around that. Okay, if you also want to talk to us at any particular point of time, you can use our contact numbers over here and try to connect with us for further export import related support system activities. So we are your support system as well as safety net for you. Now coming back to about Croatia. So now you can also visit navatais.com and go to the country facts section, where you will see a lot of activities about Croatia. Now Croatia as a country, or we also call it as the Republic of Croatia, it's a country in the Eastern European region which was earlier part of Yugoslavia. If you see Yugoslavia, like USSR, they broke in 1991 and divided into about six countries. Now Croatia is one of them. Now India's relationship with Yugoslavia was good. Okay, if you see under when the Cold War was going on, under the non-alignment movement or NAM, which was set up by our Honorable Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, Yugoslavia's Marshal Tito, and Nasser of Egypt. Right, these three people were the first set of people who said we are going to create a non-alignment movement. We will not join neither the US allies nor the Cold War USSR allies as such and all. So that's where was having a lot of relationship, good relationship with Yugoslavia. But after 1991, India has not been doing much in that region. Now, Croatia is also comes, if not only the Eastern European region, Croatia is also part of the Balkan region, which is again part of the southern part of the Eastern European region, and Croatia also is part of those Adriatic Sea nations. It's also called as an Adriatic nations. So that and it's part of the Adriatic Seas, where on one side you have Italy, and on other side you have many of the Balkan countries as such. Right. So understanding Croatia, its capital is Zagreb. It's a republic. Croatia's currency is euro because it is part of the EU country. It is, if in fact, it is the newest and the latest country which joined euro EU countries as such. And the countries is about has about 20 sub counties, and various countries are there. Cities are part of it. Coming to the demographics of it, Croatia, the country is like a sickle. Okay, so it goes like this, and it has an area of about 56,000 square kilometer, 4 million population. Croats is most ethnic, and majority of them are Christians as such. Um, Earlier, at one point of time, it was the Greek who were colonizers of Croatia. Coming to economy, Croatia's per capita income is about 20,000 US dollars with a human development of index of a 0.87, and its GDP is about $80 billion and slow growth. Since it's an EU country, its ease of doing business is also good, and their primary industries are tourism, manufacturing, agriculture, forestry, mining, wood industry, a variety of things. And they also have great, because they have a very big coastline. They also do a lot of shipping and other industries as well. So, if somebody wants to invest, the primary investment sectors are tourism, telecommunications, pharmaceuticals, and healthcare. And we have something called as an Invest Croatia, where you can go and get more details for investing in Croatia. Now, coming to the foreign relationship of Croatia, their bordering nations are Hungary, Serbia, Bosnia, and Herzegovina, and Slovenia. Again, many of these countries are in ex-Yugoslavia countries. So, then it's always they are going to be their neighbors as such. So their primary their exports has been about $25 billion, and their import has been 44 million dollars as such. And their major exports are mining metals, minerals, machinery appliances, electrical products, wood and pulp, a little bit of pharmaceutical products, plastics and products, and other things and all. And their major imports are mining metals and minerals, electrical products, automobiles. Some of the pharmaceutical products also come under them. They import chemical products, dairy, eggs, and honey, and other things around that. And cosmetics also they do import. Coming to initial understanding of the foreign relations with India, Croatia does have a good relationship between India, and we do, but we don't do a lot of trade between us and there. I will be when I go to the trade section. I'm going to talk about too much. What is the trade that we are doing, and what can be actually the new opportunity that there. As of today, we are doing millions of in few millions, but not in billions. Whereas their imports has been about 20 billion, right? So we should look at how we can export, but for that I will park it at to the next section. But coming to our embassies relationship, we have a Croatian embassy in New Delhi, where we have an ambassador there, and India has an embassy in Croatia, in Zagreb, the capital city as well. However, along with the embassy, Croatia also has an honorary consulate, one in Kolkata and Mumbai. Okay, now let's try to understand why our Honorable Narendra Modi did visit Croatia and try to engage what was done. But one thing I would like to tell you, that for Croatia, Sri Narendra Modi is the first prime minister who visited them after their independence. So from 91 to 2025, that's about 35 years. No prime minister has visited. So it marked a very good opportunity for them to engage and structure with them. And not only that, there was a lot of opportunities that been generated over there. One of the primary reason why we were more interested in and what happened in this kind of a scenario was why Croatia, as since they are now the EU partner, they will be able to assist us in processing or improving the free trade agreements, or speeding the free trade agreement between India and Croatia. And as you know, right? European Union is about 27 countries. For 27 countries, you will have to sign off an agreement, free FTA with every country, so that the whole EU free trade agreement is completed. So for that, we need to push a lot with them. So that was one of the reason. Second major reason also was because of the India's the IMEC corridor, right? The India Middle East European corridor. Croatia can play an important role for its regional existence as such. So that was one of the reasons why India did go in. So now, if you see, I'm using the Google Maps for this. If you see the India Middle East corridor, IMEC is going to be from Delhi or Mundra on there through Jabal Ali through sea, and from Jabal Ali we have inside we have a train from United Arab Emirates into Saudi Arabia through Jeddah, and then go into Jordan and go to Israel at the Haifa port, right? So again from Haifa port, there is going to be a shipping that is going to go into the European region. Now, if you see here, the first step would be they could use Cyprus as a entry point over here, but the discussion is also happening with Greece to go to the Prayas port, right? That, but after that, what, right? How to get into the the whole of Europe, right? So, in order to go to the Europe, the best route will be to go inside the Adriatic Sea. This is the Adriatic Sea, right? So, this Adriatic Sea, the once you get in there, then Croatia comes in as one of the biggest player. So, with Croatia, India gets opportunity to access this whole region. So this is the Balkan region. So you have Bulgaria, you have Kosovo, Serbia, Slovenia, and we also have Albania and all other. But you have Slovakia. We can also go all the way to Poland. Right. This becomes a great opportunity for India to set up a hub over here or do some shipping and port building exercise with them, engage with them in order to explore this whole region for India's market. So incidentally, IMEC Croatia becomes one part of the extended IMEC. So we have good access to the whole of the Eastern European region. So that is one of the primary reasons why Narendra Modi was there to engage with Croatia. Okay, so what happened in today's activities, right? They signed four different agreements between India not agreements, so agreements or MOUs that were signed between India and Croatia. The first one was the agriculture and the allied sectors. Okay, so the agriculture and allied sector was to promote more of the Indian agriculture products in Croatia and try to see what opportunities can be generated. Next was science and technology. India was talking about working with them on the space technology and variety of other opportunities that we can execute so that a lot of opportunities can be generated there. Then third was the cultural exchange, right? There is already been a university in Zagreb where Indology studies were happening, is already happening. So more of cultural exchange can be created. We can invite Croatia can be used as a destination for our Bollywood movies and so on and so forth. And then we also want to take the benefit of promoting the Hindi language. So there's going to be an Hindi chair that's going to be set up in Croatia so that Croatians can learn Hindi as a language as well, right? So that was what the one of the opportunities that was signed off, the agreements that was signed off. Now, from this, what are the areas that we are going to work out with Croatia as such, right? So the potential activities was to improve trade, innovation, and investments between India and Croatia, especially in the areas of information technology, cyber security. We were talking about pharmaceuticals, improving more trade between Croatia and India on pharmaceuticals. There were trade for equipments related to wind and solar energy. We also have something on the railway signaling equipments. I'll come to the details later on because I'll show you the data about how much trade is happening between India and Croatia and in what all aspects as such. Then there were discussion on arms and unmanned vehicles, ports and shipping engagements because as I told you, the Adriatic nation and we have the seas over there. And then talk about tourism and hospitality as well. Okay, and then there was also some discussion, some sign off that happened related to defense agreements as well, right? So these were the opportunities that were generated between what happened between Narendra Modi and the Croatian Prime Minister and President over there, right? So now we have understood about what all happened between India and Croatia in the last one day, and then we also understood what is Croatia all about, what are the opportunities that is available, and what are the activities. But now let's get in depth of the trade between India and Croatia, right? And we'll let's also identify which all sectors we can look for, what are the new opportunities that is there, because what the government did was sign up at the higher level, but you and me, we are all businessmen, right? So if we want to explore Croatia for trade or use Croatia for trade for other countries, that's a good opportunity out there. One another thing that I would like to also add is Croatia, because it's an Eastern European country, the cost of living is far lesser compared to the Western European countries, right? Like Italy or Germany or this one, right? So if people who are looking to expand into Germany, you can always, or Italy or such, you don't have to set up your warehouses in these Western European countries where it will become the cost of living and cost of things, everything will be costly enough, right? So what you can always do is go to Croatia, set up your warehouses, bring all your products to Croatia, and set everything other. And from there, you can expand and you can supply to all the rest of the EU countries. Why? Because of the European Union, which is an economic union, it allows you to freely trade, travel, and also engage without paying additional charges on that. So, for you, setting up a warehouse, setting up a hub in Croatia becomes more easier than setting up in any of the developed European Union countries. So that is something that you may want to take a look at. Okay. So now, with much ado, I will come back to the trade part between India and Croatia. What is that we export, right? So what we how much do we export? India exports currently about $226 million worth of products into Croatia. Okay. Now, under that also, let's see what other 226 million. What are those 226 million? The first major sector is the chemicals and related, $61 million worth of products. Then we have some metals, minerals related products, $40 million. Pharmaceutical is $31 million. Textile apparels is about 26, and then machinery appliances 15, construction materials 15. And if you see, these are the major areas that we are doing business with Croatia. Right now, let's also look at what more opportunities. What are the see? We have about 20 different sectors, right? But what are the sectors can I expand into in Croatia? Right. So we have about 16 sectors where we can still work on out of 20, right? So which is textile sector. Yes, our international market share is about 4.6%, whereas in Croatia it's about 1%, right? So we can work on the textile sector. We can work on construction materials. We can sell all of a lot of our tiles to marbles to granites to variety of things can be exported to construction materials can be exported to uh, our Croatia as such. Then we have vehicles and parts. Two-wheelers can go to there. EV vehicles can go to Croatia, and the opportunities are electrical and electronic projects. We do have good amount of, though we are doing about $7 million worth of business, we can still do increase that level as well. Then human accessories, personal cares, right? Your cosmetic products, your household products, something that you use, your soaps, your bathroom accessories, your hats, purses, and everything you have. Opportunities are there. So we have a variety of sectors that we can work on. Okay, I'm looking at the sector segment. Now let's also look at, other than the sector, what are the products that we can look at, right? Now we are looking at, for from India to exports for Croatia. The largest product items is under the chemical. We are selling them cyclic amides. Okay, this is one of the biggest thing that we are selling them, about $17 billion. Then we are all sending them iron ores and concentrates. They are buying our iron ore concentrates for steel industries. So $14 million. Chemical textiles, $11 million, right? Ceramic tiles. So that's what I was telling you earlier, right? So tiles we are selling. Why not also look at other construction materials as that? And then we have artificial joints, the Jaipur foot and so many other ortho products. we have about 7 million, $11 million. There's a good opportunity over there. Heterocyclic compound medicaments about $8 million. But let's not look at what is already been exported, right? We should also look at what are the new opportunities for Indians to explore in Croatia, right? So what I'll do, I'll create a explore opportunity. About 760 products is what we can do that. Okay, especially so when we are looking at that, so we are looking at in the medical sector, we can do more business in the medicaments. T-shirts. See, we identified in the sectors, we identified textiles, we can do business. We can do good amount of business in the T-shirt sector. Kitchen and toilet linens, towels, your bed sheets, all the other linens and all. You can use there, right? Blouse, shirts. So you have in t-shirts and textile itself, you have t-shirts, you have blouses, and also you have kitchen equipments and all. You have good amount of opportunity. Under vehicles, tractors, we can sell them better tractors, right? So there are opportunities over there. Jewelries, you can sell a lot of jewelries to this one. See, the whole idea is if they are importing $10 million worth of business and they are giving us only $776,000, it's nothing compared to what is them happening, right? India is already doing a good amount of business. We need to expand, explore, okay, right? So from that kind of things, right? So granite, there's a good opportunity. I just told you, right? They are buying ceramic. We can also sell them ceramic, granite as well, right? So the sacks and bags, there are good opportunities. Herbicides, right? So herbicides, insecticides, rodenticides. There's good amount of opportunities for that. Cases and containers, right? See, I told you, right? The human accessories, the sector we can improve, we can also improve in that. See, $30 million worth of business is available, and we are just doing 434 million, right? So there is good amount of their import is there is $30 million. We should look at engage on that from 434 to $30 million. So these are the good lead of opportunities that we can do. Footwear we can export, organic night dresses, so many so forth, right? We are doing good amount of business. We should be doing more and better business with Croatia. Okay, so now you saw that there are about 16 sectors and we have about 760 products where Indians can look at exploring Croatia as a market. Okay, you can take your products, sell in Croatian markets for a better price and better activities as such. Now, other than that, what else opportunities is there? Let's look at what we can do between India and Croatia in terms of imports from Croatia. Okay, for that, let me first take you to the Croatian imports from India, right? So Croatia's export to India. The major export as of today is other manufactured products. We'll go in depth of what are those products that come in. Electrical electronics products. We import a lot of them. Machinery appliances are there. Wood, paper, and pulp comes to us. Chemical comes in the fifth position, sixth position, right? So we'll look at it. But among that, what are the new opportunities that we have? We have opportunities in almost all sectors to do. See, we are not doing any business with them. We have done only, if you look at what is the total imports that has done from there, it's only $55 million. $225 million of exports, $55 million of imports. It's not, everything puts together is about $300 million, whereas there is a good amount of opportunities to run in billions of dollars for exports between India and these countries, right? So now what we will do, we will go to this is we understood what opportunities are available between India and Croatia there. So now let's go to what India buys from Croatia and from the products perspective. Okay, so first major product is signaling apparatus. You see, India signed, and when we signed an potential in trade, we identified railway and signaling equipments because we are already doing about 16% of our products comes from Croatia. That's about $7 million. Okay, so they do very good amount of opportunities. They also sell us lifting, handling, loading, unloading machinery, the ones which we use for our shipping industry, right? So $3 million worth of business happens, whereas India is importing $420 million. So there are good amount of opportunity for us to import from them. Our wood pulp, mechanical, all wood different types of wood pulp, we are importing about $2 million worth of products from them. mechanical wood pulp, but from Croatia. But we can work on many other things as well. Cement. Some types of cements are coming from Croatia to India. Our Indians import is about $4 million, $5 million, out of which $1.5 million is from Croatia. See, India do manufacture cements, right? But we also import some specialized type of cements. So those kind of opportunities are there. But while we have so many products over there, let's look at what are the new opportunities for India to explore with Croatia. Now, among new opportunities, we can identify about 177 products out of 5,900, 600, 6,000 odd products for imports from Croatia, which are what? One is waste, iron ores waste. We can import a lot of waste scrap where required. We can increase wood beech, the wooden, where we import from other countries. We can also look at that as it. Some specific type of medicaments can be imported from there. Paper board, paper and paper board opportunities are there. Oak woods, this is available there. Tram locomotives, parts of them. So we were talking about signaling equipments. We can also look at importing the rolling stock parts and axles, wheels, and those kind of things for our railway. See, India is one of the fastest growing infrastructure countries, right? Our railways have been electrified. I think it's about 80% or 90% of railways has been electrified as such. And now number of trains that are running has increased. We have a lot of things that is happening between India and India in India, right, for our infrastructure activities. So we can use opportunities for opportunity between India, and we also can import electrical resistors for power handling capacities and all, right. This is for high power activities. We have insulation fittings. Kind of marbles are available from Croatia. See, something like the Italian type of marbles, right? The Croatia, Italy are all from the same region, right? So you can also get Italian marbles from Croatia. Croatian marbles will be of similar, right? And the biggest advantage is you can get Croatian marbles at a much lesser price than your Italian marbles. So you can look at that as an opportunity. Some of the instrument appliances can be brought in. Cement related products are have been brought in, and variety of other products are there. Okay, so you can look at all the 176 products for us to engage and look at what they can do. But as I mentioned, for an exporter from India, you should not base only Croatia only from the perspective of selling to Croatia. You can also base from the structure of selling to the other Eastern European countries, as I mentioned, right? Like this, the Slovenia, Austria, Hungary, Bosnia, Serbia, Montenegro, Albania, Kosovo, these countries at least. Or else if you want to do Romania, Bulgaria, it is also possible. See, one of the biggest problem is for us to sell to Romania and Bulgaria, we have to use the Bosporus and Dandelion Strait, right? That goes through the Istanbul. Now, as we have already seen, we have problems starting with Turkey. So if we want to leave Turkey, so and if we want to go to Bulgaria and Romania, rather than going through the Black Sea, we can always go to Croatia, take the route there, right? So there is opportunity because these countries now, Croatia to Hungary and Romania, all the three are EU countries, right? So you can internally transportation will become easy. It will not be too costly as well for you as well. So look at Croatia as a hub if you are looking at the Eastern European region, and then explore more opportunities are there. See, IMEC corridor will change a lot of trade between India and the European region, because as of today, if you see from Mumbai over here, it goes to the Gulf of Aden and Red Sea, and it goes into the Suez Canal, comes out of the Mediterranean Sea, then it goes all the way to Strait of Gibraltar, then comes out, goes into the English Channel, and then comes to Germany here at either Netherlands at Rotterdam, or in Germany at our the Hamburg region, right? So the route is too big. If with this IMEC corridor, you can always cut here and take it to this and other regions as well. See, this is an alternate route for you to take. If there's an opportunity can be generated, the IMEC corridor is going to change a lot of things. So now that you have understood about Croatia, okay, I would like to understand from you, okay, why you think Croatia can be a strategic partner for India to explore the EU region. Whether it is from the IMEC point of view or from the Mediterranean Sea point of view, if you see the European Commissioner for Mediterranean states is a Croatian. Okay, so Croatia does play an important role in that region, so we cannot neglect them. Okay, so it is not always looking at the rosy developed countries. These countries can play a strategic player where you can use that as a hub in order to expand into other countries. So that your cost of, see, end of the day, everybody looks at what, either I have to increase my profits or reduce my costs, right? So for you to reduce your costs, these countries will help you a lot. Okay, so do tell me what is that you are thinking about it. Okay, what do you think, why Croatia can play an important role, or do you think if it is not so, do let me know that whatever I'm telling may be a myth. Okay, right? So do tell me what is that you think. Your comments are very important for us to get a better understanding of the geopolitics of the EU and the India's relationship with these EU nations as such. Okay, so which I would request you to give your comments. But before we end, I would like to tell you one more thing. As I mentioned, Nowatize is an international trade platform. We provide you all the information about international trade activities. We give you various tools. We give you calculators for you to calculate your costings, for calculate what rate you may get, what is the best rate calculator, how to give you quotation to your customers. And we also provide you all kinds of facilitation services, support system and safety net for your export related activities. You have the link over here for you to all the list of services are available over here. Kindly take a look at it and do let us know if you want us to assist you in that. I also want you to register to the Navatize platform, or you want to talk to any of us. The list links are over here. The contacts are available over here. Please give us contact us for any kind of support system that is required. Right. So before we end, we would like you to also share, like, and subscribe to this channel, because we keep publishing at least two videos per week about geopolitics. All we know in nowadays is about international trade, about exports, about imports, and the geopolitics and how that geopolitics affects the trade. See, India wants, if it has to be a global leader, it has to also be a global leader in trade as well. We have to give stiff competition to China, and for that to happen, everybody today's date should become an exporter. It is not that you do business only for your local markets. You become an exporter. If you need any support, any guidance, any systems for that, Navatize will be able to help you on that. Okay. With that, I would like to end this session. Please like, share, and subscribe once again. Right. With that, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, and thank you. Okay. Bye.